Guess what? I'm here. You see, I look exhausted. That's because I am. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is it's like 30. Wait, how many letters is it? Yeah, it's 30 questions. I'm going to do half of them today. I'm going to do half of them tomorrow so we can come back tomorrow, same time, and complete the 30 questions. Because I got my other eye surgery last week. And I don't know, I just, reading too much, it makes it hurt a little bit. So I'm going to break it up until I get all the way recovered. So that's what we're going to do. So I'll do 15 tonight and I'll do 15 tomorrow. So you guys get 2 shows in a row, plus Friday's DNN. And then Sunday on September 1st, we're doing a show and we're going to be talking about the red flags that people saw. Almost 200 people confessed their sins, the red flags that they saw and just ignored. Then they just, poo-pooed it and whatever, just was so focused on the relationship or having a relationship that they just ignored the red flag that the relationship was going to be shit. So we're going to talk about that too. And you guys will be invited to call in and share your tales of woe and your poor decision making as well. Oh, my hair is falling down. It's too hot. But, it's like 92 degrees. I'm like, and then I heard it was snowing on Mount Shasta. California is bipolar. That's all I can say. So let me get started here. Let me get over here to the comment section where y'all are. What's happening, ladies? Good to see you, Anna and Ash and Black Lupus Buddies. Good to see you guys. I don't know who else is here. Oh, no, Leandra. Oh, my God. Yeah, it's like I skip around with the schedule so much, people just be like, I don't know when she's coming on. I'll just catch the replay. I can't even say I blame them. I would probably do the same thing. So let us proceed. This show, for those of you who just kind of wandered in, not sure what's happening, this show, people submit their questions in advance. My cousin puts them into this document. I read them, analyze them, and just give my off-the-cuff answer. Some days I'm better than others, but I always have something to say. So here we go. Question number 1. It's a female in the 22 to 27 age group from Vancouver, Canada. And just in case you guys missed it, there's 30 questions, but I'm going to do half today and half tomorrow so my eye doesn't get strained. I just got surgery on last Wednesday. That's why I wasn't here. So I'm going to do half, and then I'm going to do half so I don't, overdo it here. So she says, my friend asked me, oh, I'm sorry, this is not a female, this is a male. She made a typo. From Vancouver, Canada, he says, my girlfriend asked me if I think she gained weight. And then he put that face and goes, dude, that is the question of death. You just never answer that question. Somehow, since you're writing in, I think you messed up. So let's see what you did. So my girlfriend asked me this question. She has gained weight, nothing major, but I know she knows. I wanted to avoid answering the question. So my response was, I love your body, babe. She didn't like that response and said she didn't ask me if I liked her body. She asked me if I think she's gained weight. I stumbled and I didn't want to lie. And I said, just a bit, but nothing major. You dummy.
That is something that you lie about all the time until they throw dirt on your face. You lie about that question. She got really upset and stormed out. I later apologized for hurting her feelings. I then had to head out to get a few things for our weekend together, only to later receive a text saying that she won't be hanging out with me this weekend. I called her and she didn't answer. I understand I hurt her feelings and I feel horrible that I did. I could have just lied, but she knows she gained weight and I feared she would call me a liar. By the way, I have never ever criticized her appearance. Any thoughts on this matter would be appreciated. Thanks, Deb. Sir, you only in the 22-27 age group. This is a valuable lesson for you to learn at this youthful age. There are certain questions that silly women, because she's silly to ask you this, will ask you that are basically a setup. There is a no-win situation. So what you're supposed to do is act like you don't know what she's talking about. It's like, what are you talking about? Gain weight? Where? I don't know what you mean. You look the same to me. You say things like that because she does look the same since she's gained weight, right? Did I lie? No, I just kind of reframed the truth. She's been looking the same since she gained weight. So technically, you're not lying, right? That's what you say, stuff like that. You don't ever call and say the woman's fat. You don't ever say that she looks old. You don't ever say that you don't like her hair, outfit, or nails, or eyebrows, or nothing. Okay, you never do that. You just say, I don't know. If you know it looks horrible because you say you have a sister who's like an excellent makeup, she got a video channel on YouTube with putting on makeup and she's like a superstar and stuff. You say, I don't know anything about all that stuff. You need to ask my sister that question. You defer. It's called buck passing. If she asks you, she cooks something and you say, does it taste like your mother's? That is the question of death. You answer that question, whether you say yes or no, that's a messed up. You say, it's been so long since I had it, I can't really say. Maybe, we should have mom make some and then we can have a taste test or something like that. A blind taste test. Ask him if he can tell which one is which. Buck passing. You see how I did that? You never answer her question. You defer. You buck pass. You jump around it. You don't never answer those kind of questions because it's a setup for this kind of stuff right here. That's what I'm trying to say. But then they're getting paid to do those kinds of things, and this young chap isn't. So no, then you don't do that. You don't do that. And but no matter what they say on the show, on these comedy shows, you don't know how they treat their wives in real life. So even that is like, I wouldn't put too much stock in that anyway. That's just their job. You know what I mean? They're gonna be sitting up there telling y'all they do all kind of shit, and then they go home and just be Mr. Meek and Mild. Well, she thinks his opinion is important. That's why she asked him. But see, he's so young. He's only like 22 to 27 age group, and since they don't know unless they have sisters or somebody who's coached them. They don't know these kind of things. So I'm telling you, that's those kind of questions. Do I look fat in this dress? That dress is a beautiful color on you. It brings out your hair. Let me take a picture of you. You do shit like that. You don't never agree with her. She says, I think I look fat. You say, well, why would you think something like that? Why you talk about yourself like that? You defer, deflect. You don't never answer them kind of questions. It's like this, dude. Okay. Did you see there's this Steve Harvey clip where he's asking the dudes and they said, name the which one of the 7 dwarfs your wife is like in the bedroom, right? Each one of them dudes, the little soldier dude, I think he's a Marine. He had pressed the buzzer, right? And then he did. And then the other dude went, and Steve went. None of the men was going to answer that question because they all married and they know better. So you take a lesson from that. Sometimes you need to just shut up. Or like I said, if you can't shut up, then you deflect, defer, and buck pass. That's what you do. I learned that from dealing with men. It's something that, like brothers, when I say brothers, I mean black men, not my brothers. Brothers have that down to an art. That's art. And so they will do that shit. You don't even understand. So smooth. So let's move on. Let's do question number 2. Yeah, I look tired. And I can't, well, I had to put this little bit of makeup on. I can't use no mascara. I can't put eyeliner on. This is just like a pencil shadow or something. But, you can't put anything around your eyes because the incision hasn't really healed yet. So, yeah, you got to get to see me looking 100% rugged. That's how I look when I wake up in the morning. I look like my brother to me. My brother that's in D.C., look dead on him. This is terrible. I don't want to look like him. He's a dusty with a law degree. All right, let me see. Question number 2. This is a female in the 28 to 34 age group from Fort Worth, Texas. Summary of issue. He compared me to his mom. I can't do this anymore. Wow. I lost attraction to him, and I don't know how to tell him. We are both 34 and met through my best friend's husband. Quote, Jerry is cute, funny, smart, and currently in his final year of a PhD program. We've been taking things slow for the last few months, and I had grown quite fond of him. That wasn't until about 2 weeks ago. So in April, I started taking some college courses for health information technology. I don't know what that is. I've already earned some certificates. I don't care. I have a background in the healthcare field. Great. Blah, 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 blah. I've been working at home. Okay. I'm currently living with my brother, saving money since I cannot afford an apartment by myself in a decent part of town because the rent is so high. I figure now it'll be a better time ever to go back to school. So she says she's realized how socially awkward she's become. Best friend just graduated from nursing school, and she is super inspired me to go back to school for a more advanced degree. Right now, it's between nursing or sonography. I know that Jerry has switched his majors quite a few times before he decided on his current PhD. So I asked him about it, and I didn't really feel supported. I honestly felt like the exact opposite. He insinuated that I should stay in an administrative role and make comments about meeting new people isn't always good because sometimes people aren't the best. Well, that's true. He went on this rant about how money isn't everything and how he's used his PhD to do something more noble like teaching. He made comments several times that he could, quote, make so much money if he goes into industry, but he doesn't want to sell out. I've told him I'm not looking to be a millionaire. I just want financial independence. But I always circle back to money not being everything. And probably the worst, he compared me to his mom. He literally said, my mom is the same way. To be honest, my mom has been hyper-focused on money for her entire life, which is really great. And she's done really well for herself. Then he mentioned, despite doing so well, she's come to a point in her life where she's regretted some of those pro-money choices. She realizes she has no hobbies, no real friends. Her physical health could be better, and it's inhibiting her desire to travel. And now I'm completely turned off. I feel honestly insulted. We were supposed to go on a trip next month. It was a solo trip before my classes go into full swing. I still want to be friends, but I don't want to have anything romantic ruin it. The tickets are already bought and I paid for the Airbnbs. I can take the Amtrak and other means of public transportation if he decides to bail. I just don't know how to let him down gently. Well, what would Deb do? This is what would Deb do. Okay, so what Deb would have done is in those moments where he's talking about you should stay in. Well, see, okay, the first mistake you made was asking for his motherfucking opinion. Okay, what you do that shit for? You know you don't care. You already got your mind made up. Okay, you know what you want to do. You don't need his buy-in, his support, his encouragement, his belief in you. You don't need that shit. Okay, you got that for yourself. So you was trying to do something and emulate your friend who you found inspirational. That's all you need because you got inspiration from her. That's about you now. So you take the ball and run with it. So you sitting up there talking, trying to get his approval and his validation shit. And now because he didn't give it to you, you mad and pouting like a little bitch. So I don't know what to tell you. You asked for that. You got what you asked for. And now you mad. That's why you don't never ask men about what you should do. I just put up a short about that today. Oh, that's probably because I've been sleeping so much, Anna. But I'm just I'm just not feeling it. This is the mistake that you made. You looking for him to, prop you up and make you feel better about the choices you made. Stand on your own. This is stupid. This don't make no damn sense for you to be this dumb. Sitting up there being mad, let him down gently. The person you need to let down gently is yourself for being dumb. Don't you do that shit again. You don't let, and y'all listen to this. You women listen to this. You don't never go to a motherfucking man and ask him what you the fuck should do. You do what the hell you want to do. Whatever it is, you do what you want to do. You want to go back to school. You don't want to go back to school. You want to change jobs. You want to go for a promotion. You want to quit that job because it's too stressful. You whatever it is you want to do, you make the decision and you fucking do what you want to do. You don't need no man's buy-in. You don't need his encouragement. You don't need his support, his validation, his okay. You don't need shit from him. Okay, give it to your damn self. My God, what is this? And then you over there pouting, well, I'm not gonna go on the trip. I ain't going to Amtrak, man. Asking for advice can be good, but you don't need it. She's already got her mind made up what program she wants to take, and she knows why she wants to do it. She's going to him so he can be big up her. That she said, I wanted to feel support. She don't need his support. She already made up her mind what she was gonna do. And so I mean, that's nice thoughts of what you had, but I disagree. In a situation where you already know what's best for you, you don't need to ask nobody for advice about nothing. People right here for advice because they don't know what to do. And yeah, if you don't know what to do and you're looking for somebody to direct your life, well then yeah, you go ahead and ask them. But would I ask a man that? No. I would go to, like, she got a female friend who's on the path to success and glory that she wants to be on. I would go and get advice from her. You go to the person who's living the lifestyle that you want to live like. How did you do that? I want to do that too. That's who you ask advice for. Do you go and ask advice for about a new career from a man who's changed his college degree 5 times? No, because he don't know what the fuck he's doing. He's dancing around, staying in school forever and a day. Gonna be a perpetual goddamn student. I'm gonna ask his ass for directions to McDonald's. So, girl, I know this is not the answer you want to hear, but it's the answer you're getting. Learn to stand on your own 2 legs. And like I said, if there's someone out there in the world you want to mentor you, you want their advice and guidance as you make your way through this new goal, then you go to that person. You don't never go to no goddamn man that you sleeping with to ask him anything. He don't have no authority or special knowledge about your field you're going into. He don't know shit about it. All you doing is getting his opinion and getting all upset about it. It's stupid. What's up, gig? Okay, look, okay, I got a new shirt. My brother sent me a new shirt. They be on the hunt for me to fight. Okay, see, this is why I wanted to say home. All this right here. This. I was rolling. I said, guys, you guys just be finding me all kind of crazy stuff. I must have 50 t-shirts with crazy sayings on them. All right, let's move on here to question number 3. This is a female in the 22 to 27 age group from San Diego, California. Summary of issue. How long should you wait before defining the relationship? When it comes to dating, timing can be everything. I'm curious to know how long you think someone should wait before having, quote, the talk to define the relationship. Is there a right time, or does it depend on the vibe between you and the other person? My ex and I really struggled with this at the beginning. One of us wanted to, okay, I guess let me define the relationship. She put TTR, these text quote things. I struggle with that. So I think it means define a relationship early on, and the other one wasn't ready, which led to some awkward moments. What is too soon, and when do you know you have waited too long? How do you know when the sweet spot is dead? What happens, which gives us girls a clue? You don't need a fucking clue. You don't need a sweet spot, and you don't need to wait a certain time. What you do is you date a dude and you see if he meets your checklist. Okay, he's, keep in mind you still dating your other 2, right? We doing a pair and a spare. So you dating 3 dudes. You got 3 dudes in rotation. You spend time with all of them. So then one of them may rise to the top of the cream, and then you'd be like, yeah, this one's pretty cool. So then you approach him and you say, hey, I'm thinking I want to do blah, blah, blah. I'm ready to go in this direction right here. Now, see, you're not asking his permission. You're not asking his buy-in. You're just seeing if he's ready to take that step with you, right? And he's free to say no. You say, this is what I'm looking for. It's what I want. This kind of situation I'm, would feel more secure in, and it's going to meet my goals, what I'm trying to do in life, step by step. Are you ready to take this step with me? And he's going to either look at you and say yes, or he's going to look at you and say no. Okay, now, if he says yes, then you drop your other 2 dudes and you move forward with that dude, right? Do you need to be telling him, that you need to define the relationship and all that old shit there? No, because it don't mean nothing. Like I told you 800 times, saying boyfriend and girlfriend, that don't mean nothing. Even fiance, that don't mean shit. You're still single. Okay, so how single you are and, the fancy little apostrophe and stuff you put on it, you're still single. You see the single or married. There's no in between. You could be walking down the aisle at the church with 800 people sitting there looking and dabbing their eyes and stuff. Guess what? Your ass is still single. Okay, so I don't really see what the big deal is about all this defining relationships and all this kind of stuff because it don't mean shit. Shit hardly means anything to be married these days, the way everybody be sliding into folks' DMs and on these dating sites and apps and whatnot. Everybody husbands and wives. So, it doesn't mean anything. But if I were going to be, looking for something serious, that's how I would approach it. I'm not paying attention to what you're talking about. This is what I wanted. You gonna give it to me or not? And he would be like, yes or no. If he says no, then you say, okay, what's been magic? And then you go and you X him out of your rotation of 3 and you bring in some new talent. You keep it going, okay, till you find somebody else that rise to the top like cream. Because that ain't it, right? He's out the picture now. So then you get, now if he says yes, then like I said, then you drop the other 2 and then you move forward with him. It's very simple. There's no need to have a conversation and all that old stuff. You're adults here. You're not in high school. You don't need to, can we go steady? That's so 12th grade. You don't do that. You don't need to do that. We're talking about your life here. And you map your life out. Okay. Question number 4. This is a female in the 22 to 27 age group from Atlanta. Some issue. How do I deal with my family members wanting my settlement money? Oh, I'm really not really sure where should I even start with this. When I was 21, 2 years ago, I was SA'd at a major chain hotel in another city and got a huge settlement afterwards. Obviously, the money doesn't heal the trauma or come close to healing any wounds. I thought my family were people I could confide in, and so I told them the exact amount of my settlement. Since then, it's been a shit show. Well, I guess you learned a valuable lesson about keeping your big ass mouth closed. My brothers asked me to loan him money for him to buy a house, which is a hard no. My mother has been the worst culprit. Every time we're out, she demands I buy her things or pay the bill. My younger sister's 21 and she wants a new car. Today, my mom was saying that it's super shitty and stingy of me to not offer to buy her one. What in the entire fuck? She says I owe her because she would occasionally send me money for food a few years ago while I was in college. I worked my ass off in college as a swim instructor and as a waitress, but I struggled to pay rent and buy food in an expensive city. My mother has gone so far as to print out all of her bank account statements from the past 5 years to highlight every single time she has ever helped me with money while I was in college. I bought my mom $2,000 worth of Botox and lip fillers for her birthday, yet she's always calling me selfish and cheap. She has my phone contact down as cheap ass bitch. Well, then I would certainly live up to that, right? She wants me to financially support my other minor sister. Keep in mind, my mom was incredibly abusive growing up, and I did not live with her as a teen. Today, we got in an argument when I came to visit her. She was going to Chick-fil-A with my sister, and I asked if I could tag along, and she said she expected me to get the bill then. I use this as a basis to explain that I don't appreciate being expected to pay for everything all the time, and that is hurtful. She then proceeds to tell me that I'm selfish and going to die a miserable person. She grabbed my keys and threw them outside in the yard and asked me to leave. Okay. I don't know. I'm at the point where I'm so dumbfounded. Am I overreacting for thinking this is disgusting and ridiculous? Is there anywhere around keeping a relationship with my family members? Nope. And what I want you to do is send them all an email. And this is what you're going to say. In whatever year that was, you said 2 years. Okay, 2022. I was violated. It was horrible. You don't need to go into a whole bunch of details, but I want you to recount the trauma and share that with them. I didn't know if I was going to live through that or not. I happened to receive this little chump change, which will never really heal what was done to me. What I'm seeing, though, what bothers me the most is that because with help with therapy and stuff, I can hopefully move past that. It's going to take a while, but that's my goal. What's bothering me, though, is how you and your children think that you deserve to profit from my trauma, where you deserve to benefit from it in any way, shape, or form. I'm going to flatly tell you that I'm prepared to cut ties with all of you because I've never seen such rudeness, such disrespect, and such disgusting greed in my life. I never thought I would have to experience this. So it's like I get violated from that situation. And then when I get the settlement, I get violated by you. I want you to include that sentence in there. And then you say, don't contact me. I'm going to leave, I'm going to take a break from all y'all for a minute. And I want you to make that minute be about 5 years. There's nothing about this relationship with these people that's going to help you heal. Nothing about it that's going to bring you peace of mind. Nothing that's going to make you feel better, overcome the trauma, nothing. Consult a financial, talk to like a tax attorney or something. Put your money in a trust for your retirement. You spend part of it, but you work and you don't really need to spend that kind of money. You get yourself a little house or something, condo or whatever. You don't want it to be big enough where they could try to move in, or you get yourself 2 bedrooms, maybe 3, and that's it. That's all you get. And it's going to be yours, and you're going to own it until you never have to worry about being homeless. Okay, you have to set your life up. That's where you're going to live even when you retire. That's where you're going to be. And you can put your money in a trust. Put your house in the trust. Put everything that you own in the trust. So when you get married and have kids and stuff, your husband, in case he's raggedy, he's not going to be able to get your shit. That shit's going to be set up so it goes to your kids if anything happens to you, not to his ass. Okay, listen to me. Go and see an attorney tomorrow. Explain the situation and tell them what you want to do. Okay, you young, you dumb, and you worried about getting their approval, running over there, taking your ass over there, and looking for them to approve of you and buying them shit. You're not going to buy their asses shit else. Okay, nothing. Keep your money because that's for you, for the trauma that you endured. Nobody else went through that pain and trauma, that fear, but you. That is your, I don't want to say reward for it, but it's your payment, your compensation. That's the word I was looking for. Your compensation as they try to compensate you for what you went through. Of course, it's not sufficient. It's never be sufficient. But it's something that if you handle it wisely, it can set you up for the rest of your life so that you can coast, you can work, you don't have to be stressed. Your shit will be, bills will be paid. And when you retire, you don't have to worry about, am I going to have to eat cat food and shit like that. Okay? That's what you're going to do. Yeah. Honey, if it's something about some raggedy family, I got you. Yeah, I'm going to do 15 today. I'm going to do 15 tomorrow because, my eyes are already starting to feel a little burny. I know you guys came in late. You didn't know I got eye surgery. I got my other eye done it was Wednesday. So, reading in this harsh light is not the best. So I'm going to do half today and half tomorrow so I don't overdo it. Okay? But yeah, that's what you're going to do. Okay, listen to this many times as you need to take notes. Then find your ass a good attorney. Preferably don't go to go to like a firm where they have multiple attorneys. They have a tax attorney, a trust, wills and estates attorney, all in one practice. That's what you need. Okay, so all your shit is like one-stop shop. All right, question number 5. This is a female in the 22 to 27 age group, no location provided. Summary of issue. Deb, this is not my question, but I'm dying to know how you would address this girl's concerns about her boyfriend becoming disabled and her desire to break up, but feeling guilty and conflicted about it. Okay, so here's her post. I'm 25. I've been with my boyfriend, who's also 25, since high school. Unfortunately, he got into a car crash and became disabled below his waist. Ooh. I wish to be by his side during his recovery. Disabilities have never been a deal breaker for me, and I loved him. So while this was going to be a struggle, I believe that we'd be able to overcome it. I tried to participate in his recovery by being there for him during his physical therapy. I moved into his parents' house to help them take care of him because he's unable to do many tasks without assistance. My job is very close to his parents' place, and my manager allows me to clock out in case some of his parents needs my help with things like getting him to the hospital and whatnot. But my boyfriend has completely shut down. I understand that this is life-changing injury, and at such a young age, this is absolutely devastating, but he just doesn't want me anywhere near him. I tried to take him out to concerts, plays, organize picnics and trips, just make him believe that his life didn't end with the injury and that he's capable of living a fulfilling life. But he's just indifferent to it all. Well, he's very depressed. I can imagine at 25 being like that. Therapy doesn't seem to help him because he still seems to be completely disassociated from everything. He's angry. I demanded to tell me everything that's on his mind. Well, good luck with that. He just said that he's angry about everything, that he feels like I'm only here out of moral obligation. He doesn't feel like a proper boyfriend because he can't do anything for himself, that he wants to be a, quote, real man, but he isn't even able to make love to me anymore, etc. I tried to be empathetic and told him that if I had been here for this long after the accident, it's obviously not an issue for me because I still love him. He just scoffed, and it seemed like he didn't believe me. It's now come to the point where he's throwing things at me, demanding me to leave his room. He insults me and throws food. I bring him on the floor like a kid. I think I just fell out of love with him. Well, you guys are too young for this. I approached his mom and told her that I feel like I probably don't love him anymore because he's been so hurtful towards me for 2+ years now, and I just can't endure it anymore. I don't deserve this. His mother immediately got defensive, saying that he suffered a great psychological trauma after the accident, and it's normal for him to be so depressed. I agree. I completely understand that, but it doesn't give him a green light to be hurtful towards people who are actually trying to help him. His mother asked me to stay because my boyfriend needs my support, but judging from his behavior, he doesn't want or need me at all. Maybe he's doing it on purpose to push me away, but at this point, I don't care anymore. I can't help someone who doesn't want to be helped. I'm tired. I tried for a long time. He shut me out. I want to break up with him, but I don't. But I feel like absolute trash human being for leaving a person behind when they need me the most. He doesn't need you. But at the same time, I can't endure this anymore. I want to leave, but I don't want to be that person, if you know what I mean. I'm at a loss. I need advice. End quote. So, Deb, I'm dying to know what your advice would be to her in this situation. Wow, I wish she had written me. Because now I'm going to give an answer, but now she's not going to get it unless you remember where you found this. Post a link to this video. I guess that could work. If I were her mother, I would go over there with my car and some boxes, and I'd pack my kid's shit up and I would take her home. And I'd be like, my daughter's not going to give her youth and beauty in a situation like this, where she's not getting anything out of it except abuse. I understand you want the best for your son and you want some help. Go hire a nurse. That's what you need to do. My daughter's not here to be a nurse to your son. They had some great years together. We're in high school and out, up until now. But this is it. This is where the gravy train ends. You all figure it out. That's your child. We're out. And that would be it. And people be like, well, that's cold. I guess my mother got defensive, saying that she, you know, uh, he suffered a lot. Well, I'm suffering too. And guess what? I don't know what to tell you, lady, but that's your son. You deal with it. And that's what if I were the mother and I went over there, I would be like, well, these days people work at home. So she could have like her room, an exercise room, and her office. And that's 3 bedrooms or 2 bedrooms and a den. To make her office, their den would be her office. So, I mean, there's different layouts, but we're talking about the space. But yeah, she don't need more than that because they'll be trying to come and stay with her. If she bought a 4-bedroom house, she can forget it. They'd be there the next day. Yeah, that's what I would do if I were her mother. And as a person, giving advice here, that's what I would suggest that you do. Call your people and tell them to come get you and get the fuck up out of there. Okay. Give them a kiss goodbye and say it's been magic. I wish you the best of luck. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, and be out. Question number 6. This is a female, 28 to 34. She's from Loughton, Bradfordshire in the UK. The names over there just be killing me. Summit issue. I just found my partner on Badoo. What is that, a swipey thing? I'm sitting on a sofa in tears. I just found Badoo messages pop up on my partner's phone. He's asleep in bed. He's been on there off and on since August of last year, even around November when my nan passed away, even messages over Christmas. This isn't the first time either. Okay. When they say it's not the first time, what am I supposed to do with that when you made a stupid ass decision? Then you want to come crying to me later because you stayed in some bullshit? I don't know what to do. I don't know why I stick around. I love him, but I hate him at the same time. What am I going to do? I was so tempted to just wake him up and kick him out. Now I was looking for his keys to take the door key off of him, but I can't see where he's put them. So maybe do that in the morning. His alarm is usually set for 5 a.m. for work. I'm just feeling so lost. I took him back again and again. I'm worried I will again because I'm weak, as I can't be on my own and start again. Hey, you got a man that's looking for other women and screwing other women, and I want you to tell me how that means that y'all is together. He's your house. You a place for him to stay for free. That's all you are. You realize that, right? And some coochie when he ain't getting it from somebody else. So why do you think that you can't be on your own when you already are? It's kind of amazing. He don't want you. You just a convenience. Once you accept that reality, this will be very easy for you to let go of. But see, right now you keep hanging on to a fantasy because you love him, though, that he's going to change and one day he's going to be the man that you need him to be. It's never going to happen. What's going to happen is you're going to keep on fucking around with him until you end up with some dreadful disease that you can't get rid of. And then you're going to finally wake up and say, oh, no, Mr. Bill. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But this is a problem. This is what we're talking about on Sunday. See, the red flag. I have like almost 200 examples from people of red flags that collected. Things that they said they noticed. The person said to them, the person did. And they just stayed in the relationship anyway. So that's what we're going to be talking about on Sunday. I hope y'all can make it. I know it's Labor Day weekend. A lot of people going to be out of town or whatever, but I'm not going anywhere. Okay, thanks, Shay. That's what I thought it was. Oh, okay. Not a swipey thing. It's the actual site. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. So she said he'd been off and on since August of last year. Then around November, then Christmas. And she's still messing with him. So see, he has no respect for her. There's no reason to respect her because she don't even respect herself. What a dummy. Question number 7. This is a female in the 22 to 27 age group from Redding, California. Summary of issue. I am grudgeful and I don't want to accept these invitations. Would I be wrong? Grudgeful. Oh my God, that's a word that my brother used a lot. The younger brother is one that's in DC. He's like, I'm grudgeful. I never heard anybody use that except for him. I've been invited to a family bridal shower and wedding despite no apologies from several people after several serious offenses committed 2 years ago. If anyone did the following to you, such as lie, cheat, steal, deceive, and betray you, would you accept these invitations for the sake of keeping up social appearances for relatives, in-laws, friends, and acquaintances? Nope. Would you accept these invitations in order to keep the peace while knowing these relationships are dead? Ooh, somebody just crashed. You are expected to play along to get along. Eye roll. Note, there are zero intentions to offer apologies nor make amends from perpetrators. They expect you to accept what they did without any consequences whatsoever. It's insulting. There's zero interest toward reconciliation. I don't want to feel uncomfortable being with certain people after a major fallout. It would be easier to decline invitations from friends, but not local relatives. I'm trying to figure out why people even bother wanting an apology. I mean, apologies are for when somebody does something to you accidentally. And they usually offer it right away, and they're usually very contrite and feel really bad. It's not the kind of thing where you have to go chase it after them and demand it. If you feel like you have to demand an apology from somebody years later, especially, that means they did this shit on purpose and they're not sorry. So what are you doing? This shouldn't even be a question. You heard the crash? Ooh, it was horrible. Yeah. You know I'm nosy. I want to jump up and go see who got crashed. I hear my neighbors out there running down the street to see what it is. They nosy. I'll hear from one of them what happened. But wow. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, they want you to accept it, but you don't have to. That's where you decide. This is your boundary. This is your life. If you don't want to affiliate with people like that, then you don't. It's not. You don't have to, because they said that that's what they want. You say, well, people in hell want ice water too. They don't get it, and I'm not coming to your bullshit. And there you go. I don't understand what the big deal is here. I don't understand why it's even a question. Yeah, apologies. Go see and come back because you nosy too. Okay, I'm going to do it. Hold on. Let me go see. Let me go find. Where's my intermission thing at? I'm trying to find it. Where is it? Shit, I don't. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm back. I got the scoop. Okay, so somebody was coming, the light had changed. So this person starts to cross the intersection and somebody turned in front of them, trying to jump the light. The person was accelerating to go through the intersection. That person was accelerating to try to hurry up and cut in front of them. I don't know who honked, but that is what had happened to did. So it's two cars at the intersection and two people looking really pissed because their cars are. So that's what happened. Okay, so we got that out the way. All of us, our nosiness is hereby satisfied. It's too funny. Yeah, their cars are messed up. No, they don't look. I mean, they might be hurt, but they walking around now. But sometimes it doesn't. It takes 24 hours or so for it to really kick in, and then you can't move. I've had enough car accidents to know that I'd be jumping around cussing people out at first. And then you get still, and the next day you can try to move and it don't happen. All right, let's move on here. Question number 8, female 22 to 27 from Aurora, Colorado. The male in question is 35 to 42. Summary of issue. It annoys me that my boyfriend insists on always splitting one entree when we go out for dinner. What? I need advice on how to handle the situation before I lose it. For context, he's not making a lot of money, so I never say anything about this because I don't want to make him feel even worse about something that he is insecure about. But he's 35 to 42. How come he's still broke? I can see men not making a lot of money when they're young. Because, everybody got student loans and they just get started. Okay, you're on the downstroke to 40. There's no reason why you still broke. This should not be happening. He's living his life wrong, making some poor choices. Something is wrong. Okay. So she don't want to make him feel worse about something he's insecure about. You should make him feel bad so he can get off his ass and do something, or go and be with somebody else that likes to deal with broke men, because that would work for me. I'm just tired of pretending to be full after splitting a meal that's barely enough for one person. Deb, I have a history of struggling with food issues and body dysmorphia, so it is difficult for me to say I want more food, but I understand that it's entirely a me issue. This is especially hard when he emphasizes how full he is after eating a small meal that we split. For example, last night we got sushi, and I suggested 2 hand rolls each and splitting a spicy tuna crispy rice. I don't know what that is. He scoffed and said, 1 hand roll, they're tiny, I should mention. I've had, though, they fit in your hand. And so 2 people supposed to split that? Or just one hand roll each? Is more than enough, and I couldn't even look him in the eyes the rest of the night. Wow. I'm considering just suggesting we stay in and cook moving forward, but I worry that he may catch on to the fact that I'm avoiding going out for dinner since we usually do that often. I'm not sure what to do here. Should I address it? And if so, how should we go about it? P.S. We split the bill every time we go out. No. What you do is when you get there, you let him order, and then when the waiter comes, you say, that's his order. I want to have and I'm going to put it on separate tabs. That's what you say. And he's going to sit there and look at you. And you're going to say, I don't want to split my food with you anymore. I don't like that. I don't get enough food and I'm still hungry after. So you eat that since you feel like that's enough, and I'll have this. And that's what we're going to do from here on out. Now, would that work for me long term? Absolutely not. Because I want a man who's going to take me out to dinner here and there. I'm not saying you say you guys do it often. That's kind of a waste of money. You should cook at home most of the time and go out, I don't know, once a week maybe. At the most, once every 2 weeks. Other than that, it doesn't make sense to be spending all that money going out to restaurants. So that in itself is kind of interesting. But I had that happen. Okay, I had this date with this dude, right? White dude. And that was I forgot who. One of my clients, I don't know, something. He was a friend of her husband or something. So, he had come to the gym or whatever. He says, oh, your trainer's so beautiful. I want to take her out to dinner. Fine. So he wanted to know where we'd go. So we would go to this place that was by the gym in downtown Oakland. I said, oh, we can just go there because, I have like a 2-hour window before I have some more clients. So, I need to stay in the vicinity, can't go far, and it has to be casual because I'm going to be in my uniform. So, give you the green light. Go ahead, girl. You can find them X's up there. And so then, so we go to the place, and then he orders a burger and stuff. He asked me what I want, so I, okay. When I was working as a trainer, I ate like an enormous amount of food, like a man. It was insane. And so, he's like, oh, yeah, let's split this and that, this burger and fries and all this stuff. I said, oh, no, no, no. You order for yourself because this is for me. I don't know what you gonna eat, but this is for me. I had a salad, I had a beer, I had a burger, and I had some fries. I ate like all the food in the world. I ate that food because it was gonna have to last me till, nighttime when I got home. And I had a whole evening full of clients. And so he was just like, oh, well, I usually split it with people. And I'm looking at his little anorexic looking ass, and I'm looking at my solid muscle self, and I'm thinking, that's why you look like that. I'm not trying to look like you. I like my muscles firm and my bones filled out. I'm not trying to look skinny like that. That's not cute to me. I want to be muscular and shapely. I don't want to be skinny. And so he was just so outdone. He didn't know what to do. I'm like, we ain't splitting shit. I'm thinking, black people don't split bills. We don't split our food. We don't barely even share our food. Like, you go places, we do that now. Like me and my friends, because we older and we don't eat as much as we used to. So we order stuff and then everybody take a little bit of it to sample it. But, we know that's yours. You eat the majority of it. We just tasted it. It ain't about no splitting in 3 ways and all that kind of shit like that. Nobody doing that shit. That is a cultural thing. We just don't, that's just not done in the black community. So this, like I said, this dude was white and he just looked all stunned. I said, no, black folks don't do that. I'm not doing that. We're not doing that. Let me see what I'm saying. That's right. Shay say, I'm the prize. Yeah, I'll pay for my own since you broke. You just pay for yourself. That's what we do. So that's what I would think if I were you. That's what I would do. That's how I would resolve that problem. And then you don't have to worry about it. But then you have to think about, what is he bringing to your life if you have a man that's broke? What's he bringing to your life really? I'm not saying money's everything, but if he's broke, that means there's the financial burden is being, is skewed on you. Is that right? Is that fair? Is that really what you see your future? How can you feel like a man is, quote, taking care of you, and if you had kids, he would be taking care of the kids when he's broke? That ain't gonna work because you're gonna have a maternity leave. No matter how fast you bounce back, there's weeks when you can't do it physically. You just can't. So he's supposed to pick up the slack. And how's that gonna work if he's too broke to do it? So you have to think about all these kind of things. We need to think about this kind of stuff. There she goes. She's flying them exes. I could do it. Question number 9. She's in 28 to 34 age group from the UK. The male's 35 to 42. Summary of issue. I'm just shocked. I started talking to a guy on a dating app. He unmatched with me because I wasn't in a mental state to listen to his problems. Oh, really? We started talking on the dating app. I'm 30. He's 41. He said he wanted a healthy relationship since he was divorced twice. What is a 41-year-old doing with a 30-year-old? Okay, why did you do that? Let's start there, but let's see what else happened. He shared his reasons for divorce, which I felt were valid. He had an affair after his first marriage and left his second wife during her slip disc surgery to care for his father. Who would want to stick with someone who has extramarital affairs and leaves a wife in need? We connected on the site and had daily voice calls for a week. He talked about a girl he met who emotionally abused him. I advised him to focus on his health, not hers, since she left him for someone else. He said he couldn't move on easily, and that conversation was exhausting. Okay, so, and you didn't block him after that? Okay. He drained my mental energy by repeating the same story multiple times, bringing up his ex in almost every conversation. I politely diverted the topic. Today, a colleague called and our conversation lasted about 95 minutes. I was tired afterwards. The guy texted asking how I was doing. I said I felt exhausted after the long call. He shared seeing his ex's profile on Tinder and wanted my opinion. I told him to swipe left. That's right. Good job. He asked for a voice call, but I said I couldn't talk. I'm exhausted. He typed, seriously, dude? I listened to you whenever you wanted to talk. Anyway, take care. I was shocked. I replied with, and checked the dating app to find that he had unmatched me because I said no to his conversation. Why do men feel so entitled to our time? Just so you know, I dropped a polite message afterwards explaining why I had said no, and he said I'm selfish because he was anxious and didn't care about his feelings. I only cared about my comfort. Okay, now. This is a what would Deb do moment. Let us go back to just beginning of this sordid tale. Okay, so he shared his reasons for divorce. I would have said, I don't care what your reasons were. That's the past. So don't talk to me about that. I really prefer not to hear about other bitches. Okay, shut that down. So then you said you had daily voice calls for a week. He talked about a girl he met who mostly abused him. I said, well, what did you do to deserve it? What did you do to deserve it? Because if she mostly abused you and you stuck around, you must have wanted it. That's why you would have left, right? That's why I get rid of men like that. I'll do that reverse Uno thing on them. I advise him to focus on his health, not her, since she left him for someone else. He said he couldn't move on easily in that conversation with us. He couldn't move on easily, but then why are you on a dating app then if you're still stuck in the past? Let me get off the phone. And that would have been the end of that. See, there's two kind of women in this world. Those that give a shit and those who don't. Which category would you guess that I'm in? Let's take bets. I bet everybody here who knows me will be right. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't give a fuck. You know, and then he bringing up his ex in every conversation. Like, what you talking about that tired ass bitch for? Who you think want to hear about that shit? I don't want to hear about her. So you gonna keep talking about it. I'm gonna tell you something about it. Just gonna hurt your feelings. And then you're gonna be like, well, what? I said, well, everything that she did to you, you deserved it. That's what. Everything that she did, she should have done more. She should have doubled down. She should have taken a video and sent it to you on your phone of her fucking somebody else. That's what she should have done, so that you would really feel bad. You know? And it would, in like the close up of his Johnson, especially if it's bigger than yours. So you can be forever envious for the rest of your life. See, I would have just talked crazy to him. Because, you know, yeah, he got issues, but he would have like 10,000 issues by the time I finished with him, because this kind of stuff here, to me, this is just a license for me to act a complete fool. You know, I already act just a regular level fool, just regular. But when they start this kind of stuff, see, I like crack my knuckles and start thinking of what kind of crazy shit can I say to this fool that's going to send him to the funny farm? And then I just start talking just insane, just ridiculous, just stuff that you would be like, what in the world is coming in? Why would you even think to say that? That's where I would be going with it. And so, you know, he's talking about he was exhausted. You were exhausted rather. He shared his ex's profile on Tinder. What the fuck do you think she gonna do? You on whatever site and up looking with women, so don't you think she has the same right to do that too? I wish her the best of luck. I hope she finds everything that she's looking for. Your answer, I hope, told him to swipe left. That was good, though. That was good. But oh no, that's not good enough, though. You only cared about my comfort, right? Because all you're gonna do is talk about the same dumb shit over and over and over. I already heard that. I could probably tell the story better than you. You like a broken record, whining about some bitch to me. I don't care about that. I just that's right. Send his ass up to John Jay. What's up, Sliver? I am mean. Have I ever denied that? I've never, ever, ever told a lie that I'm not mean. One thing you always gonna hear from me is the truth. I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat who I am or what I am. I tell people right up front. Unless you're ready for some hardcore stuff that might hurt your feelings, don't write me. Don't do that. Yeah, I know, huh, Ash? Because I've never seen that name before, unless it's somebody with a. Yeah, because sometimes people change their screen name, and so it looks like they're new, but they're really not. So let's move on to question number 10, because we already read him. This young lady is in the 28 to 34 age group from Swansea in the UK. Summer issue. My boyfriend of almost 10 years hangs out with people that disrespect me and our relationship behind my back, because some of them are longtime friends that he doesn't want to lose. I don't know what to do or how to go about talking to him about it, especially because we are currently long distance for a career opportunity. He always hangs out with his hometown friend group while living at home, which he does. Which includes his high school sweetheart. However, 3 years ago, while with his friends at her house, my boyfriend was extremely drunk, and his ex, who doesn't drink, tried to take advantage of him. Instead of telling me right away, he was convinced that he cheated on me and proceeded to keep it a secret for a year. During that time, he became increasingly anxious and stressed and closed off. When he finally told me what had happened, it was pretty obvious that he was almost blackout drunk I didn't even know how he got home that night. I felt totally betrayed for many reasons, mainly that number one, he thought he cheated and didn't tell me outright. Number two, he continued hanging out with her at her house for that whole year. But the next year, I had to swallow my tongue because my boyfriend did not want to lose his friends over her, and I respected his wishes. Things became emotional and got to the point where I told him I was at my limit and I didn't know what to do. That my trust was broken and I felt very disrespected. Yeah. I packed up my toiletries. Then I heard someone say my name. Okay, they were on some camping trip, it looks like. And the boyfriend and this girl was talking outside the shower saying that they don't think I deserve my boyfriend, that they think I'm a miserable bitch who will only make his life miserable. I'll say this right for now for each clarification. We love each other, and I am the one telling him to wait on getting married until the timing is right. Okay, so man, all this other stuff, and man. He doesn't want to honor my boundaries in regards to the person who doesn't respect me, our relationship, or him. His friends don't really care that much about him. They've literally said this themselves. Yet he chooses to keep hanging out with them and to be complacent with the disrespect. I don't know what to do. I love him. We are planning a future together, but I'm stuck in a perpetual cycle where I get upset and he says he's working on it. I guess I'm just asking for any advice or help or validation. Thanks, Deborah. I can't give you that because you're being stupid right now. You have a boyfriend who's got about as much spine as a jellyfish. There's no way this man is never going to protect you or step up to the line for you because he's sacrificing himself because he wants to feel like he has friends. You know, a dude that's got any kind of spine at all. Some people tell him that they don't really like him and they just they don't his friends don't really care that much about him. They literally said this themselves. And he knows that, and yet he still, keeps inviting in places and going over to their place and trying to be around them and stuff. That ought to tell you something about your boyfriend's self-esteem. It's in the toilet. Now, you think you love him. You can't love somebody whose self-esteem is that low because they can't really accept it. They don't have the faculties. He doesn't love himself, and he doesn't love you either. So at some point, you're going to have to accept that and wake up and smell the coffee. Okay? The boundaries that you expect him to respect, he's not going to be able to do them because he doesn't even put it down for himself, girlfriend. Are you missing that? You not seeing that? The best thing you could do is while you're long distance, break this off. And then when you get back to town after your career opportunity, find you someone else. Okay. Someone who's going to stand up for you and your relationship. Because that's not this guy. That's not this guy. And the thing about it is, I think you young ladies, you have a misconception about what dating is. Everybody that you date is not going to be a long-term relationship. Most dating relationships go up in smoke. The vast and overwhelming majority of them don't last. Okay, they might last a couple of weeks, months, years even. But do they go to down the aisle? Very few. When you consider the vast number of people that date worldwide, how many marriages actually happen is minuscule in comparison to the number of breakups. So you looking at, you keep hanging on. That's not how you date. You date until you find, there's a conflict of morals, of values, of, your goals, important things like that. Things that you can't really change, things that are the basis for who you are as a person. And right now, that's what you're running into. And you trying to compromise your values to stay in this relationship, as is your boyfriend. So both of y'all are crazy. I don't even know what to tell you. I don't know what to say. Let's move on to question number 11. This is a female in the 20 to 34 age group from Boise, Idaho. Summary of issue. I'm 32 and I've never had good nook. I'm thinking of doing the casual dating app thing to finally fix this issue. Well, let's rewind on that. Those of you who have done the dating app thing, please, by a show of hands, how many of you have had outstanding nook from a dating app? We ain't trying to ask how many times and all that kind of stuff. Just, has it ever happened? Have you ever had like the knockdown, drag out, the best nook from a dating app? Have you ever had that? I can't say that no more than a handful of people that reported that. A handful out of all the thousands, thousands and thousands of people. Yeah, his stroke game is weak because that's why they on the stripey thing, because nobody want them. They last 33 seconds and they don't have no stroke game. So they can't keep a woman. So they got to have woman after woman after woman after woman, which is the case with a lot of these dudes that y'all think are players. You all think that, he's just such a womanizer and stuff. That's not it. The thing is, he goes from woman after woman because the women, after they try him out and in the sheets, they say, you got trash ass, your dick is trash. And they throw him back and then he got to go find him another one too. Yeah, don't have no glutes. Yeah, when you see a dude with a frog, but his stroke game is going to be weak and so is his pelvic floor muscles. They're weak because he don't have no ass. Yeah, could be. Could be. Right. Well, see, she's acting like it's going to be a guarantee that that's where you go to find, I, I would not bet that. Yeah, because they be in too much popcorn. That used to not be the case with young dudes. It used to be you could get a dude in his 20s and he could go all day. Not anymore. They'd be too much into that popcorn, and that's what they be used to. Yeah, you got to have some glute muscles. You know what? When you got a dude, he got a booty that goes bam. Okay, it's like some cheekage. He can last. Them dudes that got a flat booty with no muscle back there, don't even waste your time. Don't waste your lingerie because you're going to be mad because he can't do shit. So anyway, let's go. Let's look at her letter. She says, I've never had great nook ever. I would never say to a friend, the nook was so good about one single guy I've been with and total about 13. And she's 32. Well, that's not too bad. A lot of those were casual, early to late 20s, a bit wham bam from the guy. I've never learned things or figured out what I liked with any of these people. My recent ex of several years, there was never a good flame. He had erectile issues, finished quickly, and there was never time to explore positions, paces, etc. I wanted to just be over eventually as the years went by. I suppose the chemistry was never really there. It was more intellectual. He didn't have high confidence in bed. Well, who could have high confidence in bed when he had all that shit going on? I wonder if older guys would know what they're doing more, at least casually. I suppose I want a man who is nook confident, kind of dominant, so I can learn what I like. How do you think I should approach this hurdle that just won't go away in my life? I don't want to end up 60 and still regret having no enjoyable nook. I'm thinking maybe I should go back on the apps and try to explore this while I'm young. As much as I hate the apps, but I don't want the clock to just tick and miss this part of my life. Everyone talks about nook like it's amazing, and it has never been for me. You know what I'm going to suggest? I mean, I know this is illegal. I know it's illegal. They have people like them escort businesses. A lot of times they'll do, side jobs. That's what you need. Don't take the risk. Go to a professional. Just buy it, just like the men do. You go to Nevada, they have men in those places just like they have women. They have men for the men too. It's you just got to go to the right places where it's legal. You go to Nevada, and you go to one of them places, and you say, "I need to have somebody who's going to, give me a good time on the sheets." And they'll say, "Oh," and they'll pull out the dudes that they have that's hetero, and then you pick one. Say you walk up to them and you touch them and feel their muscles and whatnot. It's all regulated. They get tested. They use protection. I mean, you know, it's a business. That's what you need. No, she wants it with a man. She can do that. That's not what she's after. She wants to have it nook, not by herself. She wants to have nook with a man. And I'm saying that the best bet is to take her happy ass to Nevada and then to make that happen. Now, strippers, most of them are gay. They look good, but they gay or bi. A lot of them have really nice bodies, but they. Mm-mm. I would say for the best bet, save your little money and go to Nevada. That's what you need to do. Go to Las Vegas, a couple of your friends, and then you go to one of the little houses out in the desert and have yourself an experience. So at least you would know what it's all about. Okay, that's the main thing here. Question number 12. This is a male in 50 to 56 age group from Liverpool, England. Summary of issue. I can't understand why she wants a relationship but no intimacy. Do you? We're both in our 50s and have been in a long distance dating situation since April. Every month she travels to see me, and for the first 3 times she has been staying in a hotel. We've been meeting for dates both day and night. The last time we stayed together for one night, although nothing happened. We get on really well. We talk and laugh and have fun, continuously staying up talking until 5 a.m. sometimes. She refers to me as her boyfriend and has spoken openly with me about me to her friends and family. She has met and spoken to some of my friends, again referring to herself as my girlfriend. We go for dinner or drinks, we walk holding hands, and she is tender and loving. This time we have vacation for 10 days and slept on the same bed. We slept cuddling and holding each other, but she rejected my initial advances of making out. Considering how well we get on and that she considers us to be a couple, I cannot understand why she does not want to be intimate. I'm a good looking, apparently, and have a very successful professional career, which gives me a comfortable lifestyle. When we are not together, we are separate cities, we message maybe 20 times per day and call at every opportunity. Every night we talk on the phone until we are asleep. It is all romantic and nothing shows that I am being friend zoned. Deb, what should I do? When I voiced my question, she said that because she is a very intense person, she has very intense feelings and needs to be certain. However, we are not kids and both have past. Something seems off. I would start by investigating this and just be blunt with her. She's in her 50s. She's probably postmenopausal. A lot of women, if they're unless they're getting hormone replacement therapy, have problems with dryness. The problems with the dryness, because they don't have the estrogen. The problem with that is that it causes physical pain when they try to do nook things. Now, there are, you know, products that you can use. There's also ointments and stuff that women can use like for a few weeks prior to, getting all that going. She would just have to go see her gynecologist. But I'm thinking that that's probably what it is. She doesn't really know how to broach the subject with you. So what you might want to do is go to a physician or make it with a gynecologist and explain, so they can tell you the changes that a woman's body goes through postmenopause, and you can adjust your nook game accordingly because it's going to require a different outlook, more slowness, more patience, more of a buildup. You can't just jump on it like you did when you was in your 20s and 30s. It doesn't work like that anymore. Yeah. So, yeah, some women have a low libido, and some is just so happy that they don't have to be bothered about worrying about going and being pregnant. They just go into overdrive. That's a completely individual thing. There's no one way to that, but what everybody does experience is a reduced, thinness in the skin there, which makes it not feel as delicious, and they don't have as much, moisture, and things, could cause a problem like pain. So go and try to see if you can get an appointment to talk to a doctor about it so you can get up to speed on the postmenopausal female body. Then you're going to have to take the bull by the horns and say, hey, I wanted to find out information about if this could possibly be an issue, and just be very upfront with her. She'd probably be a little bit shy and embarrassed about it, but I think as a woman, you would appreciate a man who makes the extra effort to learn about that kind of stuff. So just like young guys learn about, menstrual cycles and, that whole thing when women are young, it's the same thing at the other end of the spectrum. They have to learn about the changes too. That's going to be your partner. You have to learn about her body and what's going on with it. So think about that. Okay. I think that's what it is. Because everything else seems like it's in play. Like she's backs off when it comes to that. I think that's what it is. I could be wrong, but that's what's jumping off of me. That I think that's what it is. Question number 12. I'm doing 15 questions tonight, and then I'm going to be back tomorrow to do the other 15. So this is a male in the 50 to 56 age. Oh, no, that's what I just did. I'm sorry. Question number 13. Male 22 to 27 from St. Petersburg, Florida. Now we have issue, complicated situation at work. About 4 months ago, I'm doing an after work event in my department. I met a woman who I instantly clicked. We are both in our early 30s. We get along really well and have a lot in common. Since then, we've been talking almost every day through Teams, even though we don't work in the same space or on the same projects. After work, we also chat on WhatsApp or Instagram, sometimes until midnight. Our conversations mostly revolve around work. She often shares her issues with me, but sometimes we talk about more personal things. However, she has said things like, quote, if we met that day, it was thanks to destiny. Things we say when we are couples. When we meet in person, I know she's quite touchy and close, gives me compliments, and seems to make an effort with her appearance, like wearing lipstick when we see each other. Well, she probably wears lipstick anytime, anyway. We try to meet up at work about once or twice a week, but we're both pretty busy. I know our relationship is unique. She isn't like this with anyone else at work, and neither am I. The issue is that she's in a relationship, not married and no kids, and I know she's a trustworthy and faithful person. Do you? How do you know that if she on the phone with you at midnight? Where's her boo thing? As for me, I'm single. I'm not sure what to make of the situation. Do you think I should do something? If you were in my shoes, what would you do? I would cease all contact. This is at your job. This is some messy shit. You stupid as hell. I really value our friendship. You don't have a friendship with this bitch. Okay, you're co-workers. You need to stay in your envelope. She got a man. But I don't want to create a complicated situation with her partner. I admit if I were a partner, I wouldn't be too thrilled. That's right. And that's what you think about it, because you don't know what kind of loon he is. He's gonna come down and wait for your ass in the parking lot and beat your ass. See, you not thinking real straight here. You fantasizing about, well, she's putting on lipstick for me. The bitch wears lipstick anyway because she at work. She want to look nice at her job. That ain't about you. What do you think about a relationship? You don't have one. Dude, please start dating somebody. Start dating somebody. Find somebody to go out with, because you're going to get yourself in a situation here where you're going to get a charge. Somebody's going to feel like it's inappropriate. You're going to get written up. You could get terminated. This is not, or you could get your ass kicked by her dude. This is not a good situation for you to be doing at all, ever. Stop it. Stop this. Question number 14. Oh, my God. Yeah. Put his paws on you. You right. This is terrible. Question 14. This is a female 28 to 34, age from Calgary, Canada. Males 35 to 42. Third issue. How do I tell my friends that I don't want to pick them up? I'm 32 and I have a 38-year-old male friend who always invites me to places that are out of the city. But he doesn't have a car, so he always wants me to pick him up. However, where he wants to be picked up is not anywhere close to me, usually more convenient for him. And sometimes not even on the way for how I would be getting there. I don't really enjoy driving to start with, but I also feel a little weird about how he wants to go to all these places, but doesn't have a way to get there without someone with a car. How do I navigate this? Sometimes I wouldn't mind going somewhere, but I don't want to drive all over the place. Well, you just tell him. Why can't you just tell him? He wants to invite you to places that are out of the city. Next time you tell him, well, you need to rent a car so you can drive us. He's going to say, why do you have a car? I say, yeah, but I don't want to drive my car. I always drive my car. I want you to drive sometimes. So you figure it out. When you figure out a ride and stuff, then you let me know. You can come pick me up for change. They're just friends. She says she got a male friend, but it sounds like she got a user in her life. That's what she got. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I had a female friend like that. She lived all the way in Berkeley, and I lived in Oakland by the lake at the time. And she lived. She wanted me to come all the way over there, pick her up and take her, drive her around and stuff, drop her back up, and then go all the way back to my house. I'm like, why should I do that? Oh, well, because I don't have a car. Well, why don't you get one? Well, I don't have any money. I said, well, you going to give me some gas money at least? My car don't run on air. Oh, well, how much you need? $20. Oh, that's a lot. Take it or leave it. Take that or do that or pay the bus. Take the bus. I don't know what to tell you. So I started charging her ass. I only charge her for gas, but still. She didn't want to pay that. So when you have people that don't, they want to use your vehicle and for you to drive and chauffeur them around and shit, and then they want to put some gas in your car, some oil changes and wear and tear on your tires and stuff. And this is the last question we're going to do tonight, because we're going to pick this up again tomorrow at 6 o'clock for the rest of them, because I need to rest my eye. I can feel it burning. Male, 22 to 27, from Auckland, New Zealand, Auckland. Third issue, had the couple talk with her and didn't really know what I was expecting. I told her I want us to get to the point of being a couple. She said yes, but in future, because we're not there yet. Okay, so how long have you been dealing with the girlfriend? Okay, well, you say later in the letter, okay. I made it clear that this is what I want with her, not anybody else, And I don't want my time wasted. Good for you. See, this is just how I tell women to do it. Good job. If that's not what she's after, then I don't see a reason to keep doing this. She agreed, but said in the future because we're just not there yet. But if she loses interest, she said she'd be upfront about it and wouldn't just string me along. I'm kind of hurt if I'm being completely honest, but I respect her wishes. I've been taking us on dates twice a week, and some of them have lasted all damn day. If she wants to slow down, then I'm okay with that. But frankly, sometimes, keyword sometimes, it's hard to tell if she actually likes me or just the attention. No, I didn't ask if I'm the only guy she's seen, but the way she was talking about this with me, it sounds like I am. Deb, I need guidance here. Well, you told her what you want, and she's like, we're not there yet. But see, I wish you had said how long. You left that out. Like, how long has this been happening? That's vital information. Usually women say that like in the first sentence, but you didn't put it in all these paragraphs. Twice a week, but I mean, for how long? You didn't say. So, let's just say it's been 2 months. Let's just say it's 2 months. Dates twice a week for 2 months. So that's what, 8 weeks, that's about 16 dates. And she says that you're not there yet. She doesn't want to be a couple. So what that means is you back up, okay? You stop asking her out. You stop spending your money. You just let her reach out to you if she wants to. And then she needs to be the one who initiates since she's, not there yet. And that'll let you know if she's really interested or if it's, like you said, just an attention-seeking thing. Because if you withdraw your attention and she has to seek you out, let's see what she does. Let's see what happens. I know it's going to be hard for you because you want something from her. So she holds all the cards in that respect. But what I'm trying to get you to do is understand that you have a lot of power here that you need to use. It's the same advice I would give to a woman in reverse situation. You know what you want. It's a matter of you've told that person what you want. They're not sure they want to give it to you yet, or probably if ever. That's fine because you can't make them. You want it to be a voluntary thing. You want full participation. But what you're not going to do is continue chasing after them and spending all your money and time only on them if they're not on board, especially after however long it's been. That's fine. Nobody says she has to be on board with it. She don't have to be a couple with you. But if that's what you want and that's not what she wants, then there is no reason for you to continue pushing forward like you do. So that's when you just drop the reins. And if she picks the reins up, then you keep going. If she don't ever pick the reins up, then there you go. That's how I do things. You match that energy. She don't know, so you don't either. All right. So that's going to be it for today's show. I'm going to make a new thing for part 2, make a slide for part 2. And we'll be back tomorrow to finish up the other 15. Okay, I'm going to rest my little cut up eyeball. And we'll complete the rest of this tomorrow. Then I'll have a day rest in between, and then we'll pick the DN up on Friday evening. Okay. So I will see y'all tomorrow night. If you are not already subscribing to this channel, please hit that subscription button. Hit the instant notification bell too, so that you get a reminder to remind you to come back tomorrow. Because as soon as I start the show, it'll send you a ding. Well, that's how it's supposed to work anyway. I don't know if it's going to do it or not. All right, y'all. Later.